Hello everybody, JaffaArchfiend here, and well, we are now on to part 3 of the MSQ, as I'm doing this for Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. We're now going to be going to Kozamaku with the helpful Hanu, to see how things are going with the Hanu. I've been quite content waiting here, dining on the third promises coin, but it seems you're ready to ask your questions now. So what is it you'd like to know? The route to Arkanu. We go south through the Arch of Dawn, then follow the road that runs alongside the Kozamaku River. Is that right? It is. Be warned, however, my brethren tell me the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. The footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart and several people injured, if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. If you do still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. Be sure to watch our footing, thank you. Now I'm worried for the Hanu. Sounds like they were hit hard by a storm. Anyway, if we're bound for Kozamaku, we should head over to the Arch. All ready to leave? Yeah. Onward to Kozamaku. Ah, dang, it would be nighttime, wouldn't it?
Kozamaku, the land of rainbow terraces. It commands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield. Together with Wuklamat, we proceeded along the Marshy Trail, a road upon which the Dawn Serpent and his comrades once traveled.
Kozamauka. Kozamauka?
Look at those falls. Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
It's a talkie scene.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, but as you can see, Tulihiola does not want for natural wonders.
Yeah, we get it. Your home is lovely.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
Oh, please no.
I won't. I told you I've been here before. Come on. Okanu isn't much farther.
Left without Kryl and all that. There's no stopping the third promise, is there? Good thing she has Ehrenfeld to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumbling, he's certainly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves in the village before long. Add on Z. What in the sodding? Okay. Some kind of grass yeti thing. Ay, ay, ay. Waterfalls. Everyone has arrived and no worse for wear, except for a certain third promise who slipped in the mud despite my explicit warnings. Hey, I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hanu Hanu village I was telling you about. Oak-Hanu. Like our friend said, the people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they're still recovering from the damage wrought by the storm. Indeed. Well, let's do what we can to do and find the selector. Oho Kali. Oho, what now? That's a Hanu greeting. Surely you heard it the last time you were here. I was busy enjoying the festival. Greetings to the third promise and her entourage. I, Zanu Hali, welcome you to Oak-Hanu. As elder of my people, I shall also be fulfilling the duties of elector during the rite of succession. I'm ready. Give me the feed and test my worth. All in good time, all in good time. In fact, I came to let you know that we are not quite ready to begin. For the moment, please enjoy the hospitality of our village. Ha! Right then. I'll have to do some investigating with Watch and Palu, so let's take a look around here as well. I suggest a division of forces. For instance, Ernville, Alizé, and Kryl could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Lokmat, Jaffa, and myself will handle this northern half. Sounds good to me. Yeah, let's have the two adults with the two children. Ourselves a little etherite. Make it a home point in case anything goes horribly wrong. Grab this alpaca. You heard about the storm? I've never seen the likes of it before. With the supplies and help the Dawntrail have been sent, we're making progress repairing and rebuilding our homes. But while roofs and walls can be patched, there is so much else that was lost for good. Oof. Stuff's pretty wrecked. Gaping hole in the wall and missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. A lot of houses are still damaged, and the Hanu I've spoken to are not their usual cheery selves. Storm broke more than wood and reeds. There must be something I can do to help them. I'm going to look around a bit more. Dry and shrunken bundles suggest the weeds were harvested some time ago. Woven from reeds, this boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathered tail in particular stand out. This boat must be woven from the same reeds I've seen gathered into bundles here and there. The plants hold both practical and cultural significance to the Hanu then. Oh. Hello, can you all hear me? I'm told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On our way. We ought to hurry over too. Gona!
No sign of Zorolja or that oversized lout.
How much easier it would be if Sorolja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne. Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
This moron.
Ugh, you made it after all.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed. It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawn Servant during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Okay.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
I'm trying to remember what the Stone of Reeds related as.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing. How fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament.
Uh-oh.
For surely, those who aspire to be Dawn Servant would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
Oh, yeah.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly, exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Oh, mercy me. You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja. Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts. Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
Oh. Outplayed.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone. The feat of reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
Alright, we need to somehow improve the paddy fields then. We need to figure out a way of helping to deal with the harvest.
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use.
What of Little Miss Mittens?
You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running.
Then we see eye to eye on this, brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you. These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
Might? Oh, buddy. You have not begun to understand the depths of your problem.
Damn it! I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Right. You're right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
Good. I do love how throughout this whole thing so far, we have got this kind of mentor figure going on here, with us being the mentor type of thing for Waklamat. Yeah. I don't know the first thing about farming, but if there's a way to save the harvest and help the Hanu, then we're going to need to find it. I'll make Bakul Jaja eat his words. Understanding the nature of the problem will be the key to solving it. We need to examine the weeds themselves and then deduce the cause of their poor condition. Erenville, will you take us to the fields where the reeds are growing? Of course. Follow me. Alright, let's have a gander, shall we? Here, I thought these feats would have us battling dire fiends or similar. Agriculture is a far thornier problem. Yeah. And once I'm back, I'll get to the bottom of this problem in no time. Waklamat! For the love of... Give me strength. Let's all us scour the fields and help our bold leader identify anything unusual. Yeah. Aye, aye, aye. The phrase "look before you leap" does not seem to be does not seem to have been taught to her, does it? Okay, why are these wilted? If they're drawing in from the nearby river, there shouldn't be any reason why they're wilting. as something's corrupting the water further upstream. The water contains no obvious contaminants, looks fresh and clear as a curious cursory glance. Okay. So the water seems to be fine. So on the patties, as one would expect, rich in colour and silvery moist, not dry nor flaky. Okay, so it's nothing to do with the soil, nothing to do with the water. Lethargic frog? The heck? Strangely lackadaisical, it doesn't even bother hot when it eventually scurries away. Oh no 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 no. Oh please no, I've got the worst case scenario here in my brain. Something's making things go slow. Far too much abundance of light ether in the area, maybe? Could this be a side effect of the rejoining? Of the rejoining attempt? Well, what do we think? Any obvious problems? I agree, the waters look to be of good quality, as does the mud in which the reeds have been planted. The frogs and insects are unusually torpid. This suggests the problem is affecting not only the reeds, but also the creatures which live among them. Could something invisible to the naked eye be polluting the water? We would need an alchemist to know for certain. I don't have much to add about the fields. Something else occurs to me. When you were describing how the creatures seemed lifeless, I couldn't help but be reminded of all the listless villagers. They've suffered a terrible tragedy, I know, but there's another reason for their flagging spirits, I believe. Go on. The festival. This is traditionally an occasion for celebration and renewal, so without it, the Hanu are struggling even more to recover. The last time I visited, the village was in the middle of the festivities. You'll never see the Hanu more joyful and alive. It's an indispensable part of their culture, and its absence will only compound their woes. So I say we help them put on their festival, give them reason to cheer in these sad times. Who knows? Maybe fixing one problem could lead us to a solution for the other. You just want the festival. I will admit, stranger things have happened. Right? I fail to see relation between festivals and fields. Let's not be too hasty in dismissing the idea. Things which seem unrelated can later prove to be connected in surprising ways. True, and being bereft of ideas as we are, any proposal is worth entertaining. I suppose. Besides, this is Wuklamut's journey. It's only right that we follow her lead. We're here to support. Thanks, everyone. By the way, does anyone know where the festival float is? It's like a boat woven for reeds that looks like a bird. Isn't that built in Earth? Let's go and see that. There's much less debate when I'm traveling alone. Some striking dummies. Prove handy later on. This is the float I remember. Doesn't it appear somewhat damaged to you? We should take a closer look. Inspect the festival float. You can move the camera. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, a missing eyeball. Oh dear, one of the bird's eyes seem to be missing a gemstone. Okay, that's one thing up with it. Oh, that's definitely broken. How will they lift this great big vessel with all the carrying poles intact? These tail feathers have seen better days. I swear the colors were a lot brighter the last time I saw them. Well, I think we can all agree this bird boat is in dire need of repairs. How do we go about fixing it? What is going on here? We were admiring your festival float. It's a shame to see it in such a poor state, due to the recent storm, I gather? Yes, we had to leave it exposed while we ushered our people to safety. With the float in this condition, there'll be no lifting of wings. No Ehana. Ehana, that's what the festival's called. I want to help you hold it. Have you not seen our village? Homes are ruined. We're struggling to make repairs, and you want us to hold a harvest festival? I know how it sounds, but giving into misery never improved anyone's situation. A celebration of life and growth may help you get the strength to work through this tragedy. The royal festival leader is mine this year, and there's nothing I would like more than to lift everyone's spirits. But we don't even have the materials to repair the float. We need a box here for the missing eye, Oyo wood for the poles, and feathers from the winds chosen to adorn the tail. 2 of those I know. Ababox is a type of precious stone used in arcane equipment. The winds chosen is the victor of a competition in which contestants see who can blow a feather the furthest using wind magics. That's something of a problem right now. We Hanu are gifted at employing such airy sorceries, but expend a great deal of mana when doing so. We're soon exhausted by the effort, and having no reeds to eat will only make it harder. I understand. Your vibrant reeds grow quickly and vigorously, so much so they stifle the development of nearby plants. They must be a potent source of the energies you naturally lack. They are indeed. Owing to the poor harvest this year, we've been left enervated, and if we cannot gather the correct materials as dictated by custom, we cannot repair the festival float. Oddly enough, we may have just stumbled upon our solution. The winds chosen would, by necessity, have a natural gift for manipulating magical energies, which means any feathers taken from the victor should be high in ethereal conductivity. The float's construction also requires a stone used in arcane equipment, as well as timber favored for ceremonial tools. Demand for such specific materials must have an underlying reason. The float might also function as an arcane device. The weight of the float is actually a secret weapon for smiting the Hanu's foes. Pray continue, Alpha No. The float might also function as an arcane device. Precisely what I was thinking. This boat of reeds is in fact an arcane focus of some kind. A focus? For what? Oh, Hana is at Harvest Festival, isn't it? That must mean the float was made to encourage healthy crops. So if we repair the boat and hold the festival, its arcane powers might fix what's wrong with the reeds. We won't know until we try, but 'tis a sound theory. Celebration, prayer, ritual ceremonies, these have all been known to elicit miraculous effects. Wait. The float. A tool for magic? This is the first I'm hearing of it. The beginning might not well have been. After a good harvest year, there would be no reason to change it. But when the harvest was poor, new adornments were likely added, and those who performed the labor may have imbued their work with ardent hopes for a brighter future. Through years of trial and error, the Hanu would have refined their festival float into a focus for harvest prayers. Incredible. I know you're practically fainting from hunger, but reviving Ihana really does sound like the solution to all your woes, and I promise we'll do everything in our power to help you. I'm still not convinced about this focus business, but I accept your aid nonetheless. I will introduce you to the shipwright who's been maintaining the float these last few years. He's replaced both the eyes and poles before, so he should know where and how to procure what we need. Then allow Alizane and I to acquire the feathers. We will encourage the people of Okano to gather and vie for the title of Winds Chosen by sharing with them our own reserves of mana. And my battery, and my bloody... Why? Why are you doing this? Okay. By sharing them with our own reserves of mana. I'll go with you. I carry some alchemical brews that may afford the same effects. Bit of a drop in the internet signal as well there. The three of us will visit the shipwright then. Put that back in. That should behave. Urgh. Not without me. I've worked hard to fix the float as best I can. The responsibility is mine, after all. I've not introduced myself, have I? My name is Linu Hana. Linu Hanu. Nice to meet you, Linu Hanu. And certainly, let's all go together. Why the signal dropping? Thanks to Wicklamat, we have found ourselves a promising way forward. Experience and knowledge are valuable assets, but there's something to be said for following one's instincts. The shipwright's name is Wukevu. He's a Zabral who only moved to Kozumaku a few years ago, but has mastered our customs to an almost frightening degree. He's especially strict when it comes to manners, so make sure to offer him a proper Hanu greeting. We wouldn't want to offend him right before asking a favor. Proper Hanu greeting? Oh, that one! Don't worry, I remember how it goes. We shouldn't have any problems. Let's head to Okbekbi, to the east of here. Good thing I'm very familiar with these guys and how their motions go. I think it was that, I think was the motions for the greeting. This is Okbekbi, the village of all. Those who drift into Kozumaku from Tuliol and elsewhere are welcome to live here alongside the Hanu. As for Wokivu, he lives and works in the House of Waters High, at the top of that large tree nearby. Follow me, but I should warn you, to climb up the stairs can be challenging. I swear, if it's a jumping puzzle, I'm gonna fall. A lot. Better not be a jumping puzzle. Please don't be a jumping puzzle. Oh good, it's just a spirally staircase. That's fine. That is fine. Spiraling staircase I can deal with.
What do you want with me?
Oh, he's a grumpy old man.
Right. A greeting.
Come on, you can do this. You can do this.
Ohok Kali!
Oho Kylie. Kylie. Okay, that's how you pronounce it.
Good. You brought your manners with you. When you know Kanu, do as the Hanu do. For a country as diverse as ours, the preservation of harmony demands that we respect the cultures of all peoples who call it home.
Well, that explains your familiarity with Hanu customs. And you speak truth, of course. To live together means to learn about each other.
Ah, I appreciate an open mind. In fact, I get the sense we've met before.
Probably as a small child when she was last here.
You're Wuklamat? an unexpected honor for old Wokevu. Here I am prattling on about manners, and I've gone and insulted the third promise herself. There is no excuse for this betrayal of etiquette.
Wait, hold on, dude. I can assure you, she doesn't give a damn.
Please, take up your axe and claim my impudent head.
Will not? Keep your head. I hate formalities anyway, so forget about it, alright?
All right then, consider it forgotten.
Wow, that was quick.
How prompt.
Good lord.
We're actually here about the Ihihana float. It's in bad shape, and we need you to craft new carrying poles and a new eye. I'm told you work with Uyuipo wood and a certain kind of stone? Abokisha?
Abokisha, that's how you pronounce it. Okay.
That I do. But, well, I would like nothing more than to offer my services. I just used the last I had of both those materials.
Oh?
My lumber in particular went to fixing homes damaged by the recent storm. I'll need 10 days or so to restock.
Aye.
We can't wait that long. If you tell me where to go, I'll gather them myself.
What? Send the third promise out on an errand like some common lackey? That's utterly unconscionable.
Wow.
A gross violation of social protocol.
I told you not to worry about such things.
All right then. I shan't worry a whit.
Oh, good lord.
What's with your Hanu friend there?
I am festival leader this season, and have come along to oversee the float's repair. As strange as it may sound, Wuklamat and her friends believe the float is an arcane focus, meant to encourage the growth of our struggling reeds.
Too many Hanu have forgotten, it seems. But that is indeed the true purpose of the lifting of wings. Your education is impressive, Thomas.
She guessed it.
Well, maybe a little.
Allow me to show you where to procure Uyuipo. We can leave the Abokisha to your friends, I presume? Take yourself to Cave Kikitola, or thereabouts, and you should find the stones you need.
Right. Where's that?
I've been there once or twice. I can guide you.
Oh, thank you.
That should save us some time.
All right then, let's get moving.
That's one of Bakul Jaja's minions.
Chosen one of your rivals is making progress. Ihiana, you say? Should our first choice fail to deliver, it might be wise to let this play out. The third-rate promise is making herself useful after all.
Oh, please tell me we get to kill him later. Please. I want to kick his ass. We're not allowed to kill each other during this whole contest thing, are we? That would make things far too easy. Cave Kikitola is southwest of Okano. We can return to the village first, then head there on foot. might have missed it beneath there now. Oh well. Southwest of here, was it? Let us be on our way. Yeah, we're going in the right direction, at least for this one. Where is it? Eight, 181 realms to the west. Somewhere in this direction then. Wise. Southwest. Southeast. Ah, of course it's up there, isn't it? God dang it. That or it's inside the cave structure. It's probably inside the cave. Where is it? There it is. Go. Let's go at least one from here. Cave Kikatola, as promised. Home to many deadly creatures. Venture inside if you feel confident, but I will conduct my own search out here. You can spot raw Abosia by its green-hued glimmer, bring anything matching that description to me. I shall help scour the inside of the cave then. You take the west half, I'll take the east. Let's do this then. In we go. Where's my Choco? Go. I picked over the ground near the entrance but found nothing. Do you have any better luck inside the cave? There we go, some raw Abosia. Abakasha. Abakasha. I literally heard them say it not 2 minutes ago and I can't even pronounce it. Blech. The stones you brought shine very brightly. I thank you both. Oh, hello. Why have we got a cinematic here? He would have been happy to know we were putting things right. Truth be told, a good friend of mine was meant to be festival leaders for this year's Ihana. But when that big storm hit, he did not survive. It fell to me to carry on in his stead. That was why you agreed to Wuklamat's request, despite your initial reluctance. Yes, it hurt to hear, but she was right. Though I must mourn, I cannot let my grief consume me. My words made me realize that the path to my recovery, our recovery, is already laid out before me, and I will walk it. For myself and for my friend. Thank you for sharing your story with us. Please rest assured that we've taken your plight to heart. I'm certain our companions are procuring the other materials as we speak. Everything will come together, and the Hanu shall host a splendid, uplifting festival. That we shall. With that, let's return and deliver the Apachia to Wukavu's waiting hands. I wonder what Kona's doing. There's no mammal jaw boys trying to, you know, nick ideas, nick the results and work of the others, ourselves included. But what is Kona doing? Aha! Ether current! Yoink! Up the hill, up the hill, up the steps, up the steps. Do, 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 do. Thanks to the third promise and her mighty swings, we've collected some suitable logs of Yupo. What are the Aboshia? Aboshia. Yes, these are excellent samples. A goodly quantity, too. At this stage, you'll likely surmise that the lifting winds encourage the crops to grow, but not exactly how, eh? Well, you're in for a treat. If all goes to plans, the results should be spectacular. Now, to get work on crafting these pieces for the float, I could use an assistant versed in the arcane arts to enhance the Yupo's conductivity. And I'd be delighted to help. Everyone else should head back to Orkano. We'll join you at the float once the work here is complete. Teleport to there. It's quicker than just driving. Gathering the Yupo was a trial in of itself. At first, Wuklama criticized everything I did. Then he said, I spoke ill of the third promise and must punish myself, and proceeded to slam his head into a tree. I told him not to worry about it again, and it was like snuffing out a candle. He's an odd one, that's for sure. At least we've seen to the poles and the new eye. Now we just have to wait for the feathers from the twins. We should get some rest before the excitement begins. Yeah. Over there by the float. Isn't that the third promise? The rumors are true. She's trying to complete the feat of reeds by reviving Ihana. The festival is a prayer for healthy crops, but she honestly believed that would be enough to save our harvest. The second promise, meanwhile, barely glanced at the fields before leaving Okano altogether. Maybe we've asked too much of our young claimants. Oh, I wouldn't be too quick to count Koana out. A friend of mine overheard him muttering about the reeds. Something about what needs to be done. Is that so? Perhaps we got to see another of the innovations firsthand. Heck, that sounds like a Koana. One look at the reeds was all he needed to think of a solution. Be that as it may, our own solution is nearly ready. Indeed, as soon as the others get back, our long-awaited festival can begin. The next I'm doing, we managed to gather competitors to vie for the title of Winds Chosen. The winner is only too happy to donate his feathers. You should have seen it. He called forth an incredible gust and sent his feathers sailing for miles. We had to turn ourselves, but it's more difficult than it looks. Poor Envil's twirled in the air for a moment before landing on his foot. I am a gleaner. Magic is not part of our training. As for us, we've brought the wood and gemstone replacements crafted by Wokovu. All that's left is to attach them. Has it been decided who will ride the float? Papa was the guest of honor last time I was here. I remember being surprised they didn't lift the thing with its hulking weight on top of it. The rider must be a personage of great esteem, which is why an invitation is usually extended to the dawn servant. This time, however, I have another in mind. Oh, who is it? 3 guesses! Our beloved Ihana, the lifting of winds, has only been held because of you and your companions. Thus do I nominate you, Woklamat, as our guest of honor. Me? This boat won't make me seasick, will it? I don't think so. Then weigh anchor. I can hardly refuse a request from one even more enthusiastic about the festival than me. I would be delighted to ride your float. Thank you, Woklamat. I have roles for the rest of you as well. We'll be carrying the festival float in a slow procession towards Kanzuaki, where the sacred likeness of Keishaya is ensconced. What I'd like you to do is clear the path of dangerous wildlife so the procession can move along unimpeded. Consider it done. You expect me to sit still until Wokovu is finished with the float, then we come along and help with the clearing. As you know, I'm not much for fighting. I'll stay behind and will assist Wokovu with the repairs. If you aren't sure where you need to go, the path I spoke of begins at the south of the village and branches off to the east. That will lead you across the bridges to the Stride of the Sun. Then we shall see to clearing it end to end. Stuff. Alrighty, and here we go. Off to get the lifting of wings quest done up here. Yeah, I'll probably come back and do the side quests in my own time. Or as something to get the other healer quests up to max level. As Luna Hana said, Kowanaki should be down this way, then off to the east when the path branches, and some of the bridges in the Stride of the Sun. Anyway, let's split up and get to work. Once you've called all the threats you can find, we'll meet up in see. Oh, no, I've got... really is lovely. Just checking up. I'm allowed to do that, aren't I? Oof. All in all, though, this whatever they've been doing with the servers at Square Enix's side of things, it has done wonders. It's been going very smoothly. Although some of my guildies have been saying that they've had a couple of disconnections, but the only disconnection I've had has been when I AFK'd for too long. We got having lunch earlier. So, all in all, it's going quite well. Whatever they've been doing server side of things, it's been going fantastic as a result. Interesting statue. Ah, you were a step ahead of us. That must be the likeness of Kichi. The Hanu Hanu deity of the harvest. Oh boy, we have to fight that, aren't we? Even the sacred images are woven of reeds. Reminds me of something I saw in Academia and Deer. I was half expecting a flying whale. One of the ancients' creations. It is possible a vestigial memory of that time endured, a subconscious recollection from the inheriting soul, providing the basis for an entirely new religion. I have no idea what that means. As far as I know, Kishu was worshipped on another continent. This ancient faith was brought to Tural by the first Hanu Hanu. The Hanu migrated here from another continent, and mayhap the two do share a common ancestor. This is all very fascinating. Should we be getting back to Lino Hanu? He'll want to know the path is safe for the procession. Why do I keep starting to say profession? Getting tongue-tied here. Right, and I need to ride on the float. I'll run ahead and tell him we're done here. This feels. Meanwhile, in Okanu. Oh no.
Not sure we heard you right, old man. Why don't you say that again?
Oh.
As many times as you'd like. The third promise tasked me with repairing this float, and I'll not relinquish it to an uncultured brute like you. Much less one that can't even manage a simple greeting.
We wanted to handle this in a civilized way, but we're more than willing to kill you.
We have a two-headed problem. Yes, please hurry. She's on her way back already?
Stand back, Wukevu! I will protect the float!
Dude?
Are you trying to be brave, little bird?
I could never have repaired the float alone. Not properly. But thanks to Wuklamat and her friends, we can hold Ihihana again! This is a priceless treasure! And as festival leader, I would die to protect it!
Oh dear.
Very well, if that's what you want.
Good girl.
Put everything into that blow.
Good. The better for you to understand the gulf between us.
No, you've just put up a
But
goalpost.
you need more lessons. We'll carve them into your mangy hide until you cry and beg forgiveness.
No.
Your brilliant plan was to steal the float and take the credit. The so-called blessed siblings are nothing but cheats.
Even Xenos had better honor than you than this.
Your scorn is sweet music. Come, weaklings. We'll crush you each in turn. Or all together, if you like.
Oh, I will happily kick your arse.
Calm yourself, Chosen One. If you fight in earnest, this will end in a massacre. What's more, we have word that our other prospect is on the verge of success.
Then it would be foolish to expend effort sweating nuts. Lucky for you.
Oh no, lucky for you. You want to talk about golf? You'd be swimming in the abyss.
Ugh, two heads. I see Mamuk still clings to that loathsome hope.
Talk to us, Third Promise. You're not dying, are you?
No, 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 no.
It'll take more than that to kill me. So, are we having this festival or not?
Yes! Yes, we are!
If who I think is with Kona as his allies and accomplices for this, Bakul Jaja is in for a world of pain if he tries to nick out his stuff. Thank you for coming to our rescue. I tried to protect the float, but against that two-head, I might as well have not been there at all. Nonsense. You stood your ground and bought us the time we need to make it back. You were incredibly brave. Knowing the Hanu Hanu. With that exciting interlude over, you'll be pleased to know my repairs are finished as well. Before we commence the festival, however, it would be a courtesy to inform the villagers that Ihana will be held after all. Go forth, but do not forget your greetings. At this stage, I should hope the reminder is unnecessary. Oh, ho, Kylie. See? I remember. Alright, let me put this into same mode. Oh, nope, don't fall off the cliff. Oh. Ugh. Just gonna copy paste this. Copy. Good, he's on his way. Wonderful Hanu. Love how people's first instinct is still to try and fly. But wait, no, we can't fly yet. New zone. Oh, ho, Kylie. Alright, it's festival time. Hanu, we're pleased to hear the festival's going ahead, I imagine. That as well. Once your friends return, the lifting of wings can begin at last.
So few have come.
Patience. Once Ihihana gets in the way, no Hanu will be able to resist joining in.
Just so. Ukeru knows well the heart of the Hanu. Have faith, Third Promise, and climb aboard the float. It is time for the lifting of wings.
Right. Off we go.
Ihihana is a prayer for bountiful harvest. But this is not its only meaning.
Oh?
It is also an exchange of pledges between rider and bearers. A commitment to a long and fruitful friendship.
Aha!
Listen well, friends! The personage we bear today is Wuklamat, the savior of our beloved festival! Let your shoulders burn, or your feathers fall out, but do not even think of dropping her!
I don't think we're gonna get this as a mountain
Ready
game.
and...
I could get used to this.
Oh wait, easy now.
We'll have empty belly stop you from joining in the fun? Come and help us carry the float!
Well, well, well. To see the day that Dawn's promise would ride our boat again. We've not had the honor since you were here, Gulul Jaja.
Right, we've enough bearers now. Onwards to Kozanuaki!
Uh-oh. Something's wrong.
Watch well, for you are about to bear witness to the true glory of Ihihana.
Oh, okay. So everything's... Aha! Oh.
The float draws upon our life force, concentrating and amplifying the energy. Keshaihi then receives that energy and expels it in a great burst, where it showers down upon the land to replenish its vital currents.
Aha! Huh. Ooh! Practically instant effect. Good lord.
It worked.
Huh.
Like a literal charm.
The float really was helping the reeds.
That was amazing! To think that such a thing was even possible!
Huh. And should I have left the float behind like that? I was so excited to see the reeds. Nothing to worry yourself over. My brethren have been swapped up by festival fever. Last I saw, they were taking turns at the carrying poles on the way back to the village. Please, feel free to look over the fields and enjoy the sight of what you've accomplished.
Some of them still look a bit sickly.
I imagine even the harvest magic has its limits. If the Hanu continue their festival tradition year after year, though, the entire field should eventually recover.
Where does that leave us with the feet, then?
You've got nothing to fear on that account.
Hey!
Our situation could never have resolved itself. The revival of even a single reed would have served to demonstrate your commitment to the task. That you recognized the nature of the float and found a near-perfect solution in Ihihana proves your dedication. What's more, I don't think I've seen the festival produce such impressive results since I was a mere chirper.
Good.
We have been lax in maintaining the float, diluting its magic and reducing Ihihana to hollow theater.
There we go. Plug that back in. I'm going to unplug it and plug it back in, that's all. Hey, Kona!
Kona!
I was delayed by an unpleasant encounter, but it seems I arrived at a good time.
Oh, good. You matched up. You had a problem with the two head as well, then, yeah? What in the hecking hex? Concentrated ether, I presume?
Oh, isn't that wonderful?
What? You just pour in some mystery liquid and problem solved?
Stagnant ether was to blame for the reed's poor condition. I assumed that was an alchemical concoction which enhances ethereal conductivity. It utilized the flowing water as an ethereal current, thereby promoting the transfer of life energies.
A method I could not have devised without the education I received at the studium and the cooperation of my Archon allies.
Aha!
Archon allies?
By any chance, are they...
You see, Lachi, this is why we need to embrace foreign knowledge and technology. Employed appropriately, they make light work of what would otherwise be arduous labor. There's no need to lug around heavy floats.
Well, you always were the clever one, brother.
Your approach was no less effective, Wuklamat. It achieved the same result.
Indeed it did. And you enjoyed the festival, yes?
Of course.
I did. It was so much fun. Having visited your village before, I thought I knew everything about it. As it turns out, I knew very little. About the reeds, about Ihihana. With all I've learned this time, I feel as though I've really come to know the Hanu. I like you even more now than I did before.
The feeling is mutual. And it's not just you who had a lot to learn either. I'll never look at our float the same way again.
The two of you have exceeded expectations. Come forth and claim your stones.
Ooh, good timing on that sunrise. Mm.
5 more to go.
And on to the next.
Not even a moment of celebration. That's Kona for you.
The third promise? You must join us for Ihihana next season.
But of course.
As Dawn servant, of course.
Right. It's back to Tulihiola for now. Thank you for having us. I look forward to seeing you all again.
These are interesting times indeed.
Poor Bakul Jaja. He ain't getting this stone. Oh.
The concoction was brewed by Kona himself. It's a test vial, but it should contain the same reagents.
Good work. We'll use whatever we must to win. For win we must.
Ah, dang it. So he's going to get the stone then. See, Nick Kona's research. That's a pest. My journey has just started and already I've met so many wonderful people. Wukovo, for one, is a bit eccentric, but everyone could stand to be as respectable in other cultures as he is. And Lino Hanu. It warmed my heart to see him honor his departed friend through Ihihana, and to help others do the same. I can't help but feel excited, thinking who else I might meet over the course of the contest. Come on, let's head back. And with that, I am going to straight up teleport back to there. Look at us. The contest has barely begun and we already have 2 keystones. Surely even my talented brothers aren't doing this well. We can only hope. The success of others. We've now won keystones from both the Feat of Reeds and Feat of Gold. Surely that means our approach to the contest was the right one. So it would seem, by continuing to retrace Gulul Jaja's journey as presented in the saga, we should find the remaining electors in turn. Then let's visit the Giants next. Like Quirrell said, the fact they were searching for the Golden City might mean they know something useful. The home of the Yokhois and the upper reaches of Urkopacha. Unless you're keen on scaling the cliffs, we'll have to take the long way around, through Kozuamaku. This route will take us close to the Moblin village, which is another important location in the saga. Since we'll need all the keystones eventually, it makes sense to pay them a visit while we're passing through. So we call in the Moblins first then. Let's head there right now. I'm afraid right now is going to be a problem. The flight of Wee Windlass, the great stairs leading to Moblin settlement, collapsed in the storm. What are we to do then? There is an alternative, but it requires preparation. Until it's ready, you could rest at the cabins or see more of the city, whatever you prefer. Just to be sure, you'll accept any method of travel as long as it gets us to our destination? Of course. Where do you take me for? Then as your guide, I will see to the arrangements. Uh-oh. That sounds ominous. Well, it seems we have some free time on our hands. Let's make the most of it. I need to get my axe repaired. I nicked the blade pretty badly when I took a swing at Bakul Jaja. That reminds me, I never got to introduce you to Ropley, did I? He's the man in charge of Wekimachiki and a good person to know. Want to come along? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's go then. Alright, let's go walk up. On the east, on the other side of Bayside Bevy. This is Antibes tacos, named for its owner here, the lovely Tisol. If you're after the best tacos in Tyrol, this place sits atop there. You say that though, I promise. You only ever eat Brooke Evu's food. Come and buy mine for a change. Sorry, Tisol, it has been a while, hasn't it? I shall stop by for a bite once the contest is over. Just taking a look at the food, actually. Oh god, that is... that is... oh, that looks quite lovely. Oh my god, they've got... of course they've got the ketchup bottles, etc. I have found the new grape. I have found the new grape. Hold on, I'm just gonna screenshot this, come to here. Sorry, there's a bingo board going on with the guilds. There's a Dawntrail bingo board going on. My, the third promise. How might I assist you this fine morning? Well, not roughly. I need to buff a nasty nick out of my axe blade. Yes, it's been chipped quite terribly. Trying to cleave rocks again, were we? Something like that. Think you can fix it? You stand among Toral's most prestigious gathering of artisans and ask this question? 'Tis child's play. We'll have it prepared for you in 2 shakes from Alpalca's tail. Good to hear. I leave it in your capable hands. Who is your companion, if I may ask? A great adventurer I recruited from across the salt. I brought him here to meet you, actually. Thought he might have reason to visit sooner or later. And allow me to introduce myself. I am Ropley, humble representative of this grand centre of trade. A pleasure to meet you. You there, stop dithering in the shadows and announce your business already. Oh, it's you! Hello. I've seen that man somewhere before. I remember, yeah. It's the guy from the ship. A jewellery maker you met on the voyage over? I remember I spoke with him too. Fontaine? Yes, that was his name. You've been loitering like a flightier Mar who can't pluck up the courage to confess his feelings. Out with it then. Why are you here? That is to say... Oh, for the love of... we're a little closer to solving that enigma. I wonder if you could use someone to talk to. I say we go and ask. Let me know by link pearl if you find him first. Ay. Right, I'm grabbing the etherite first. And there we go. That's what that looks like for Scout's gear. Okay. I can give that a skip. Right, where are we? We're hunting for him down here. For fudge's sake, I'm going. Take it to Ethernet. I ain't hiking across the wall for that. Where's my Ethernet? Alright, where are you? Ah! Here's one of the sightseeing spots from when we chatted to that sightseeing person in one of the previous videos. In previous streams. Alright, where is he? Where are you, Fungel? God, you're hiding out here on the beach. You were conversing with Master Ripley. But wait, we've met before, haven't we? On the ship. You found him? Good. I'll be right there. Why did you run off like that? Did you have business with Ripley or not? Please, you needn't concern yourselves with my affairs. I'm undeserving of such attention. Huh? What are you going on about? I beg of you, do not ask me to explain. Do not. Sorry, but the more you tell me not to, the more curious I become. Besides, you look like you need a friend. You are too kind. So be it. Suppose I can share with you a morsel of my misery. Before I came to Tuliol, I worked as a goldsmith at the most prestigious jewelry maker in all of Ul'dah. Esteems aesthetics. Oh, started off well enough. As the days passed, everything began to go wrong. Compared to the masterpieces of my talented colleagues, my products were lacking. Mediocre. I lost all confidence. Crippling doubt had possessed me, and in a veneer bravado I tried to put forth some crack beneath its weight. Thus did I take ship, hoping to find a fresh beginning on new shores. But as you witness, I lacked the courage to even approach a potential employer. You stand before a man wallowing in the wreckage of his ill-spent existence. Alright then. You offered a morsel, then serve us a full course. You must have really wanted someone to hear your story. If you like, I could try to give you a few words of advice. Then, you have experienced my predicament of feeling terribly inadequate compared to your undeniably superior peers. Dude! Well, when you put it that way, Ahaha, not me. I'm Wuklamat, third promise of Tuliol. Daughter of the Dawn Servant. Of course, you remember the rough me. Please forgive my presumptuousness. What are you? Have you ever measured your work against that of your colleagues and find yourself wanting? You can't measure your worth by the success of others. How can I not? Should my work not meet the same exacting standards, no new commissions would be forthcoming. What then was the point of my becoming a goldsmith? Looking back, it was my father who inspired me to take up the trade. His exquisite creations brought radiant smiles to the faces of clients, and I admired him deeply for it. In the course of striving to be as great a goldsmith as him, I lost sight of my original motivation. All I ever wanted was to spread joy through my craft, as he did. Perhaps I will give this one last try. Thank you both for reminding me of what is truly important. What is truly important? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. Yes, I'm glad to see Fontaine has given himself another chance. I can't help but wonder how Fontaine will follow through. Let's see if he's actually going to talk with Ripley. So, what was that food I just picked up? Mezcal marinated swamp monk. Tender swamp monk thigh soaked overnight in mezcal, then grilled over an open flame. I'm trying to think what swamp monk is. Is that like... Oh god, I think that's... I think I saw some NPCs called swamp monk. Are they alligator-looking things or turtle-looking things? Either way. It was kind of you to come, but you needn't worry. I found my courage. Good boy. Pray accept my apologies for my earlier behavior. My name is Fontaine. I am a goldsmith from Ul'dah in faraway Eorzea. I realize this is a bold request, but I should like to continue practicing my trade here in watching my kids, if you will have me. I ask only for the opportunity to bring happiness to others with my creations. So that's what it was about. You were looking for work. Consider yourself hired. Watching Makeki is always in need of skilled craftsmen and women. I'll handle the necessary paperwork. Can you start tomorrow? Yes, of course. I must thank you both again for your sage and timely advice. I don't know that I was all that helpful. But you were. Had you not come to speak with me, I would not have had that moment of much needed self-reflection. Oh. The arrangements have been made. Come and meet me at the entrance of High Tide Harbor. Uh-oh. Oh, I almost forgot. Do you have my axe ready, Ropley? Ready and waiting. Behold the sublime touch of a waxwork artisan. That's a very long name. Oh ho, it's as sharp and deadly as the first day I held it. Thank you. Well, good luck to you, Fontaine. Let me know if that doubt creeps back in. I'd be happy to talk you out of it. As for us, we should head for the harbour. We wouldn't want to keep Erinville waiting. Oh, the harbour's not too... it's not too far off a walk. Screw it, I'll walk it. Alright, Erinville, what have you got up your sleeve? Oh, it's gotta be a ship, isn't it? Enough with the secrecy. What's this big plan of yours? Look there. That is my big plan. What is that? It's a punity. She'll be pulling our boat upriver. That is adorable. How do we know she won't thrash about and sink us instead? They're gentle and timid creatures, for the most part. She's unlikely to cause a fuss unless you give her reason to. Think of her like a water alpaca. First alpacas, now punities, rely on a lot of animals for this journey. We should be thankful we have an animal expert as our guide, then. You set yourself up for it, dude. Did it have to be my old nemesis? Another boat. Well, I took you for someone who was up to the challenge. Was I wrong? Long ago, when fighting still raged between the clans, the inhabitants of Kamazuka rode these rivers to move swiftly through hostile territory. The vessels see little use for Terral nowadays, so I was able to borrow one of the few which remain. I did consider a dirigible, but the pilots warned me that the afterdrafts near the falls would make landing difficult. You said you borrowed one, yet there appear to be several on the water. Gona! Lamity, traveling up the river, I presume. Seems that way. Does it mean you've earned 2 keystones already? I can't believe how well you've managed despite undertaking the contest alone. I was never alone. I've had my own entourage with me since the beginning. My friends, it's been, well, not that long. Oh, it's a race! Ingrid, Orianjay, what are you doing here? Escorting a promise, the same as you. I've heard that much of the incomparable Archons during my time in the studio. As soon as the contest was confirmed, I thought who better to recruit to my cause. I contacted the Skull Arc, who arranged an introduction to these two gentlemen. The second promise has specific requirements. They who would be his assistants must both proven survival skills and mastery of the arcane arts. Thus did Thancred and I receive the summons. My own studies concentrated on technology which our people could readily use, such as inventions born of magitech or clever engineering. Where magic was concerned, I covered only the foundation. Knowing you two, I expect you had other reasons for accepting the job? A few. The nation of Tulial spans an entire continent. Depending on who wins the throne, the world may be plunged into instability once more. Ever we have striven to preserve peace. Where is our place, if not here and now? We did our due diligence, of course, and made sure of who we were working with before agreeing to this endeavour. He's even more opaque than Ariandre at times, but surprisingly... That's quite enough of that. We must be on our way. Wait, I have one question before you leave. Kona and Wukhlamat are vying for the throne. As Kona's entourage, does that mean you'll have to resolve to defeat all his opponents, including us? We're sworn to do all in our power to win this contest for Kona, even if it means competing against our own comrades. We intend to hold nothing back, and expect you to do the same. And we won't disappoint you. The deck is somewhat stacked. Thought you were taking a boat. If even you had been forced to travel on water, then the others would be doing the same. I'd rather walk than risk confrontation on a leaky barge with no possibility of retreat. Good point. It's true that I can't stand boats. I trust the route Erenvel has chosen for us. Leave the handling of the punity to me. Should other wildlife attack us, however, I may have difficulty keeping her under control. Do your best to draw them away as far from the front of the boat as possible. And we shall remain on deck and stand in guard, although it may be wise to have at least one of us sit in front of Erenvel just in case. I'd like to stay on the deck. I'm eager to put my quick demancy to the proof. I'll take any chance to show you I can hold my own on the battlefield. Then Kryle will stand on guard with Jaffa. I'll keep Erenvel company then. With my blade I can respond more quickly to threats than Alpha now. Thank you. If a fight breaks out, I'll try to stay out of your way. I shall endeavour to provide aid where it is needed. I can do that as well. I shall cover most eventualities. Secure your gear and board the boat when you're ready. Let the hunt begin. Oh, screw you, dude. You have no idea how screwed you are. Oh, I'm never going to pronounce that. Oof. So, yep, that is on to the first dungeon. And that's actually a good time to take a break, and we'll continue this tomorrow, as it's about dinner time here in the UK. So, with that being said, Eder Slick Rick, nice seeing you as well. Just in time for this stream to end. Yeah, timing. Time zones. Well, till tomorrow, guys. JaffaArchfiend, out.